What's up, everyone, and welcome to Behind the Hawk. Today we're here with Vet Science. Can you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Emma Picardi, and I'm a grade 10 student.
I'm Raquildis Mercado, and I'm a grade 11 student.
So today we're going to be asking you guys a few questions about your shop, and then you guys will get the chance to ask us questions too, so we can get to know each other a little better. Okay, so your first question is, in your own words, could you explain what Vet Science is?
I would say vet is just learning how to help animals and kind of fix what's wrong with them.
Yeah, like the science behind what we do with animals when we work with them.
What made you interested in working with animals?
Ever since I've been little, I've loved animals, and I've always wanted to be a vet. So
It's always something that I've wanted to do for as long as I can remember.
So you guys have had a passion for this for a while?
yes, I've always loved
Is
animals.
that what led you guys wanting to come to school for that? When you
Yes.
guys applied, you wanted vet?
Mm-hmm.
What does a typical day look like for you guys in Vet Science?
So we have 3 classes. So I first start off with Intro to Clinic, and that's just learning everything that happens in a clinic and different tools you would use. Then I have Medical Terminology, which is learning all the different terms that they use. And then I have Fundamentals of Animal Care, which is learning just how to care for animals.
So for me, because I'm on co-op, it's a little bit different. I go into the vet clinic where I work just as you would with any other job. I go in about 7:45 in the morning, but the thing that's really nice is depending on the day, I could be doing something completely different. Some mornings I can start with cleaning instruments and sterilizing drapes, or I could be doing shelter meds. A lot of animals get stressed out being in a shelter, so a lot of them need stress medication. Some of them have just undergone procedures, and as a clinic, it's our responsibility to handle their medication after their surgeries. And it's just a wide variety of things that I do throughout the day to assist the doctors and the technicians.
What is the most interesting or unexpected thing you've done in your years of Vet Science?
So I would probably say giving oral meds to a chicken. That was pretty interesting. That or taking rectal temperatures on goats.
Wait, what's that?
So it's the more accurate way to take a temperature for an animal. A lot of people prefer it over oral with an AU, which is in the ear cavity, because in the ear cavity, it's sometimes not as accurate. So if you really want an accurate temperature, you have to do it rectally.
Is that in the butt?
Yeah.
Yeah. As you said, since you're just a sophomore like us, your day-to-day life is in shop because you're not in co-op yet, of course. But would you say that it's what you do is very close to what an actual vet assistant does?
I would say we learn what the vet assistant does, and then when we're in the clinic, we do more of the physical of what they do. Because in shop, we learn how to do those things.
I've been in your shop, and it's actually so cool. It's a real vet clinic, and it's really cool. It's the real experience.
So what are some real tasks that you perform and a task that you performed when you were in the cycle of going to our shop that you did end up using in the clinic that you work now?
Oh, that's a tough one because I feel like in the clinic at the school, what students can do is a little limited, but there's a lot of really good skills that we learned, like restraint. So if the veterinarian or the vet technician is taking blood, I'll hold the animal in a way that they can do that. And we were taught how to do that in class.
I would say filling vaccines, because I know I'm going to do that a lot on co-op, and restraining animals.
You guys have been talking about medication, like you said, where you work, you help with the medication for after surgery, and you just said filling up vaccines. Can that be also a biotech co-op? Because it does with medication, right?
Yes.
As you are an upperclassman and you're about to be one, what piece of advice would you give to any upcoming freshmen that are going into vet?
I would say to pay attention, take your notes, and always act professional.
I would say definitely be respectful and remember that this is a medical field and that it can be hard sometimes. So it's okay to, stumble a little.
Since you are in co-op, what piece of advice would you give to like her or like the sophomores about to go in next year?
I would say go when you're ready. You don't need to rush out and just find any place. I think it's good to find a place that fits you, that you don't really need to jump right into it. I think that's the most important part, taking your time and feeling sure that you're ready to move on and learn more.
Not just getting a co-op job because everyone else is getting a co-op job.
100%. Yeah.
What's something students might not expect about vet?
That it's a lot of book work. Like there is a lot of book work, so be prepared for that. And that we also do work with some of the livestock animals.
I would say a lot of people don't expect the level that we work with the animals. Everyone comes in thinking that it's playing with puppies and kittens, and we actually don't interact with a lot of animals like that. It's mostly the livestock.
So as you just said that you work with livestock, what is the difference between vet, equine, and companion?
I would say like vet is learning obviously like all the medical like things and like the anatomy, while like companion is like grooming and training dogs, and then equine is just like horses.
Yeah, I would agree. Vet learns a lot more internal anatomy, whereas companion animals learns a lot more external anatomy. So theirs is a lot more detailed because we cover more of the internal things, and they definitely do focus a lot more on training and behavior. And I know that equine is moving more towards livestock and large animals, so they're including more of that, but not really the medical side where vet does.
As you said, you got your certification for being a certified veterinary assistant. What other certification kind of like backpacks off of that?
So a lot of people start with getting their CVA, which is kind of like a nurse assistant for human med. And then for a lot of people, they choose the next step, which is to get their CVT, which is their certified veterinary technician. And that is more of a college level certification. That's a lot more of the technical skills where you're intubating, you're doing a lot of anesthesia. And then a lot of people move up to DVM, Doctorate of Veterinary Medicine.
So what certifications do you graduate with here at Essex Tech?
Here at Essex Tech, you can choose to graduate with your CVA if you fulfill the requirements, but you don't have to. It's not required that you sit for the CVA test.
And then you guys also have OSHA.
Yeah, we also get OSHA and Recover.
You mentioned Recover. What is that certification?
So I haven't heard a lot about it from my teachers, but I think it's about recovering patients from anesthesia after surgery. I'm not 100% sure.
We were talking about all these certifications and stuff. Like, how do these certifications, like, how can they help you in the long run and after graduation? Like, can they, like, basically, like, bring you to, like, a career path already? Or are they just, like, good enough to go to school for it?
So with having your CVA, it pretty much ensures to your employer that you know a baseline of skills and that you've put in a certain amount of time and you've worked with higher level veterinary staff like CVTs and DVMs. So it definitely creates a lot more job opportunities for you as a person.
As a sophomore, what certification are you most excited to get?
I'm definitely most excited to get my CVA.
Do you plan on getting the other certifications that she said?
Yeah, I plan to be a DMV, so I plan to do the 8 years of college.
Wow. So it's
Yeah,
like,
it's a lot.
it's, yeah.
Yeah.
Marketing is very active on social media and stuff, and we see on the school page that you guys do, like, competitions and stuff. What kind of competitions are they, and how are they like?
So through FFA, I compete for the veterinary CDE, which is a career development event where a select amount of veterinary students can go to another school and compete with other veterinary students from across Massachusetts. And a lot of the focus is on identifying different instruments used in our field and identifying different ways to handle animals. And it is really good to learn and discover more about the career.
So you're in the FFA.
Yeah, I'm an officer.
Can you also do, like, I don't know if it's in Skills USA. Is there vet in Skills USA too, or is it only animals for FFA? Oh, okay. That makes sense.
How did the competitions prepare you for the real vet veterinary work out on co-op?
So the veterinary competitions taught me different skills because they will test you on a number of different skills and you're not always sure which ones. So some examples of that are like swabbing lesions, doing skin scrapes. I haven't done any of that in co-op so far, but that is always something that's good to know if we need to identify like a skin issue or something like that with an animal. But one thing that I also learned during CDE is how to apply eye medications, so ophthalmic medications. And it's not necessarily just for ophthalmic medication. Before an animal goes into surgery, we apply eye lube to prevent their eyes drying out and getting sores. And that is something that is competed for in CDE. So that prepares you for a very common veterinary skill.
Are you planning to do any competitions?
Yeah, I definitely will compete in some, most likely.
Would you want to join the FFA?
I don't know yet, honestly.
So marketing collabs with almost like every shop in the school, and I'm wondering, do you guys collab with any other shops? Because I know you guys share a building with Companion, so.
We haven't really collabed with them yet, but we probably will. And we do work with like equine and like livestock when we're in the barn.
Yeah, we work with them. Sometimes we borrow the dogs from Companion to show them how to do restraints. And that's definitely just one way we work with them.
So you guys just all work together to learn different skills?
Yeah, like we share the animals sometimes and show each other how to do things like mucking stalls. Sometimes equine will show us how to do it better.
Okay, that's really cool. So I know you're on co-op, so you've definitely worked with real veterinarians and stuff. But have you gotten to experience like seeing a real veterinarian? I think you have, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
you guys-
in the clinic.
Your teachers are real veterinarians, right?
Most of them are vet techs.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, like veterinarians are like people that work in clinics too, yeah.
Yes.
As the school knows that the Angel Clinic is leaving, how did them being there with you guys help you gain a better experience of the vet world?
It gave us like real like hands-on experience, and it also helps us get some of our skills signed off to get our CVA. And yeah.
Yeah, it's really helpful for getting hours too. So like a lot of other students, I stayed and volunteered after school. And that gave the veterinarians and technicians time to work with us one-on-one to sign off skills and get extra hours and show us how to do things that you couldn't normally do with everyone else there. And they were really helpful, very nice staff.
So now we're talking after high school, are you guys planning on like what's your pathway after high school? Are you planning to go straight into the workforce or are you planning to go to school? I know you said you want to do school.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go to college and do the 8 years to become a vet.
Do you know what kind of school you want to go to? What school?
I'm not sure yet of what college I want to go to.
Are you planning to stay at your co-op, like to have a career there? Are you thinking about maybe pursuing something else or going to school?
I'm definitely gonna go somewhere else. I would like to go to college to become a vet tech, which can be a 2-year or a 4-year degree. And after that, I'm not so sure.
Becoming a vet tech require you doing medical school or no?
Not medical school in the sense of like a doctor. You don't have to stay there for like 8 years. So I think it's an undergraduate degree. I'm not totally sure. But like I said, it's only a 2 or 4 year degree. So you could go to North Shore Community College and get a degree, or you could go to UMass Amherst and get the veterinary technology degree. It really just depends on your situation and what you prefer.
Are there any co-op opportunities or interests that you are planning to go to next year?
I'm honestly planning to volunteer at different like places over the summer, so then I can just decide like which one I like and where I want to work.
And what's one thing that you learned going on co-op that you didn't learn being in the classroom for shop?
Being on co-op, I learned how to administer vaccinations, so subcutaneous injections, and I also learned how to do intramuscular injections.
What do you wish that people knew about your shop?
I wish that people knew our shop is hard. It's very technical, and it is medical. It is medical, and I think that people should understand that a little more, and it's not just us being weird.
It's like a risk. Also, like having a patient's hand in your hands. So it's not like an actual patient. It's an animal. But again, it is a patient that belongs to someone that is
Yeah, I would agree with that. And you can't just pick vet to just come and like play with animals and like fool around. Like it's not like that.
Yeah, it's something serious.
Kind of like piggybacking about with the families thing, like how you're working with someone's like pet or animal. Like, how do you guys like gain trust with the family to like obviously, work with their like animal? Like does your image really like matter for that sort of thing? Do some families like come in and like talk to you guys before they give you their animal?
Yeah, I feel like talking to them and just like kind of gaining like a bond with them so they like really trust you is good, and also being good with like their animals.
Yeah, your image and attitude is one of the biggest things, especially as an assistant, because a lot of the times they're going to be looking to you,
Yeah.
to talk about their animal, like, oh, are they okay? Even though, it's their pet, it can still be scary if their pet is sick or if they're going under for a procedure. And it's really important that as veterinary staff, regardless of your level, that you are kind and maintain like a good image.
Yeah, and it's to stay professional too, and not like joking around, because some people are really serious about their animals too.
Might marketing be able to promote your shop?
Maybe at like one of the plant sales, you guys could host like an event where like people get to like see the animals and like pet them.
Yeah, that could totally be something cool, or even promoting the new clinic that's supposed to be coming.
Bring in patients, clients, animals.
Yes.
Like another thing we can do for you guys is like create a social post. But if we were to do that, what would you guys want us to highlight or base it on?
I think it would be really good if you guys could base it on the different grade levels and what they're doing. So, grade 11 and 12 students being on co-op, and some of them also being in class, and some of the underclassmen just coming to the shop, and some of them getting a little more comfortable and getting ready for co-op.
Yeah.
Something like that would be really interesting.
Because I feel like that would bring a lot of like attention from the freshmen.
That's what I was about to touch on. I feel like the incoming freshmen, they'll be able to go to that post and be like, oh, this is what I'm going to do during Explore. This is what vet's going to look like throughout the years.
So we're closing this up, but we do have a few more questions for you guys. What is your favorite like moment or project in your vet science experience so far?
I honestly like it all, and I just feel like working with all the animals is super cool, and just like making new friends, and all the teachers are like super sweet.
How has this program changed your goals for the future?
I think it's made me want to like achieve my goal like even more, because like when I got in the shop, like I just really like it, and I could really see myself like being a vet or a vet tech.
I think it's definitely changed how I want to go about it. Now I really know like how to go there, and
How to achieve those goals?
Yeah, before coming into the shop, I just wanted to be a doctor, and getting to work with technicians and seeing what they really do and learning about them has made me want to do that even if I don't become a doctor. So it's definitely showed me more into the vet career.
As a thank you gift for being on our podcast and you taking time out of your academic cycle, we have a gift for you guys.
And that's a wrap for Behind the Hawks. Same school, new perspective.